Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Feeding My Largest Worm Bin. Today is their sixth feeding, and these worms are working their tails off to get through the paper bedding at an alarming rate. Last year I started my original worm bin, which is now getting its 48th feeding, and it's in basically a foraging mode, and they're getting a bait box, and I'm eventually going to be pulling the rest of the worms out of that material, but I wanted to just inspect the amount of castings is just alarming. I can't believe how well the worms are eating in this bin. They're not really messing with these carrot greens too much, but I'm sure they're going to come up and eventually get to it. It might be getting a little dry, so maybe I will leave the covering off and adjust the mister heads, because this side seems like it's getting a little moist. Let's dig down a little. We got a wormy right there, and he must be he's eating one of them broccoli stalks, or no, not a broccoli stalk. It's a lettuce stalk, but maybe he was down in the feeding zone, because there's some watermelon down here, and the worms, oh my boy. Yeah, the wormies are working it. They're eating the rind. There's another big hunk of a piece over here. And yeah, big worm ball going on under this piece. They basically got all the pink delicious stuff off the watermelon, and yeah, just the white. They're eating the rind. We're gonna let those wormies keep on working it. Cover them back up. Check out the piece back here. It's a little thicker of a piece, so yeah, the wormies have done just a number on this watermelon. They really like watermelon, and it's pretty good for them too. Most all that watermelon juice is going to go into the cardboard under it, and yeah, the microbes and the wormies are just going to devour it. Let's see if there's any wormies up in the cardboard on the top. There's some vermi chow and stuff, so usually some of the worms will go after the wormy chow and stuff on the top and in between the pieces of fruit. There's a peach over here. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's a big worm ball in the peach. We're gonna leave that there. Keep on moving over. There's another piece of watermelon. And yeah, there's a big giant worm ball under there. Yeah. The wormies are doing a number. So that's why they probably haven't been going after all these greens right here. Let's take a look underneath. There's some carrots that was there from the last feeding. I'm gonna get stuck in all these. Whoa, sorry guys. Alright, well, we're not going to go too crazy on this feeding, but there's some paper, and I got some extra. What am I trying to say? I got some extra, excuse me, cantaloupe melon that needs to be fed in, and there's some paper there, so let's put it in there. pretty thawed right now too. There's some frost on these pieces, so we'll keep it on the paper and the cardboard. And we'll put some more paper and cardboard to reinforce the covering. And I'm sure that this will go pretty quickly. Even though it's on top of other rinds, it will taste the juices dripping down and they'll devour it. And, hey, come on, Box. Trying to take a video here. I got some watermelon. I don't think this bin needs any more watermelon, to be honest. I think that would be a bad idea, so I'll put some patty pan squash peels down in here. Okay. Call it a meeting. I'm gonna put some test out in this bin. I'm gonna put a handful of the corn cob shavings just to see with the wormies how they react in this bin to it. I know they like rolling their cocoons off and playing in corn cobs when the kernels, on a piece of corn that you eat the kernels off of, but the little pieces of corn are still in there, so the wormies enjoy that. We're not going too crazy. It's a little chilly, so we are going to put some coffee in the bin, going down to 49 degrees tonight. I'm not ready for it, and then we're supposed to be 60 the rest of the week, so overnight low temperatures. So that is that. We'll give them a scoop of the worm chow. Sprinkle it on the carrot greens. See if we can track them in there. Put this up here so maybe we can attract their attention away from the watermelon. And they get some seashell grip. This is seashells and glacier rock dust and basalt rock dust to be used as grit. And the Hermes gizzards. I'm gonna grab a handful paper bed, dry paper bedding, cardboard and paper, and cover all that fruit. Try to keep down on the flying insects. Alright, I think that's good enough. We'll call that a feeding. So, hey, thank you guys so much for visiting me and watching my the feeding of my 40-gallon worm bin. Feeding number 48. You saw the menu was cantaloupe melon and some patty pan squash cuttings, peels. And hey, thank you so much for coming to watch. Please hit that thumbs up and hey, leave a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. I'd sure like to hear it. Bye bye now.